Now we're looking at the rear of the WT90. WT20 and WT90 have very similar connections on their back panels. Here's what you need in order to connect things up. When you received your chassis, you will also have received a very large blue cable that looks like this. It'll be bundled. This is a special cable. It's called a sync cable for synchronization. You'll notice that it is a cable that has a Variwave part number on it. That cable should only be used when you are synchronizing multiple chassis together. The chassis that will be the master chassis, you will plug this cable into its sync out connection, and the chassis that is now the slave, you will plug the other end of the cable into the sync in. This should only be done when you are daisy chaining multiple chassis together. So for most people who are using only one chassis, you want to just put this aside and store it for later use. Now connecting up to the back of the WT90 or WT20, you will find on the very far right hand side there is a connection called Ethernet 10-100-1000. This is where you'll connect the chassis to the control network, not the data, not the test network, but the same network that your PC that's going to be running your application software is connected also to that same network. Then this chassis can have a conversation with your computer. You'll see at the very bottom down here is an IEC receptacle for plugging in the power supply and the on-off switch. The fusing is done in this on-off switch back here. It's a breaker, and so if it pops, then you've got something to take a look at. You also have on the front panel of the chassis, on the WT90 you have an on-off switch on the top. On the WT20, the on-off switch is back here on the back. So just to review, for most people, the only connections you need to make on the rear panel is power, turn your on switch on, and connect to the Ethernet connection to your network, that is the data network, not your test network, where the PC that you're going to be talking to for applications is also connected.